Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for March 7th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, let's start with this 8 and 3. We do have two 3s here. And this 3 looks up, placing the 3 in this box. Then we also have this 8. 8's in one of these two in this box, and it's actually in this box. It's in one of these 3, just because these are filled with givens. So these point, right? The 8, we're talking about this box here, right? The box needs an 8. Where's it going to get it from? Not any of these cells. So whichever one of these cells ends up being 8, one of them will be 8. It's going to be the 8 also for row 2, just by happenstance, right? Because whichever one of these all share the property of being in row 2. And so that means we can't have another 8 in row 2 outside of this box. So that is not 8. That places the 8 here. It is also the only place for 8 in this row. That is another way you could have seen it. This row is down to 3 digits. I'm just going to fill that now because I feel like it's going to be helpful. We need the 2, we have the 3, we need 4, and we need 5. That's not 2, that's not 4. Okay, so we took care of the 8 and the 3. How about vertically? We do have two 8s. 8's in one of these two. I've been trying to stress this recently because I think this could cost you 20 minutes in a puzzle if you don't see it. So we have to look for it every time, right? Because you don't know until you look whether or not it's going to be helpful. In this case, it's not, but that's okay. We have, what am I talking about? Well, we've placed two 8s. We have corner marked 8s in 2 places in this box is a better way to put that. And the only reason it's not in 3 places is because this third cell is filled with a 7. And so that means that this row still needs an 8. We don't have an 8 in the row yet. And we know it's not going to be in this box. So we've already reduced it to 6 places in the row, which, you know, is 2/3. And then we also have 2 givens that aren't 8. So now we're actually down to 4 places in the row. And now we just want to check to see if any of these also have 8 eliminated, such as this cell here. Now we're down to 3 places in the row. Now, if we were down to cells that are all within one box, that would give us claiming. If we were down to 1 cell, that would give us a hidden single. We'd be able to place it. Unfortunately, we don't have any of that. Actually, no, sorry, this 8 looks down. So we do have that. I somehow missed this 8 the entire time. So it actually is useful, and that's why we got to look carefully. And I spent enough time talking about it that I noticed this. But anyway, these 8s see these 2 cells. So 8 ends up in one of these 2 cells, not because of the box, but because of the row, right? This row needs an 8. It's not going to look, this 8, this 8, this 8, this 8. So it's not going to come from any of these cells or this one. So it's down to these 2 cells, and those 2 happen to both be in box 7. So it's kind of the corollary to pointing. It's called claiming. And what this does is it removes 8 from the rest of the box. Because if this row needs an 8, if it's going to be in this cell or this cell, whichever one it ends up in, we can't put another 8 in the box. So that eliminates 8 from all of these. And actually 8's in one of these 2 only because this 9. So we want to follow it up by looking at this column as well. We know it's not in this box because of the claiming. We know that these 2 8s say not here. We know this 8 says not here. So there actually is only one place for 8 in this column now. And the only reason we know that is because we have the claiming 8s here. So we can place this 8. Yes, there's more places in the box. There's more places in the row. Actually, no, I mean, these 2 places in the row. But that doesn't matter. This column needs an 8, and this is the only place I can get it, so that it must get it from there. That's pretty neat how that worked out. I also noticed these 2 8s looking down, put an 8 in one of these 2. If you don't notice it when you place the first case, when you place this case, hopefully you can scan left, right, and notice that these 8s line up with each other. Having these 8s line up with each other is another signal that we definitely should look at this row and try to find out where the 8 goes, because it's not going to be in this box. It's not going to be in this box, so it's going to be helpful, because it's going to end up in this box. Some people will call this an X-Wing. It is not a true X-Wing, because X-Wings need to be in 4 different boxes. These are only in 2 different boxes, so it's kind of you could use the X-Wing logic and eliminate 8s from these. That would work, but there's technically a simpler technique of claiming that does the same job, or hidden single. So we don't have to use the X-Wing. And by forcing yourself to think of it as an X-Wing, you miss cases where like 8 can be in all of these cells, right? And that still works for this row. Still works for claiming, but it's no longer an X-Wing. Anyway, let's continue. That was really neat. Let's make sure we did everything with 8s. These 8s look in. So again, we have these lined up 8s again. That would have told us about this 8. And I think yeah, so we're down to this rectangle of 8s and this rectangle of 8s, and that's the last 8s to place. 4 more 8s. All right. So that was just looking at 2 digits so far, and we got all of that. That's pretty neat. Let's do this box here, starting with the 3. Vertically, these 3. Oh, sorry, we have all of our 3s. And horizontally, we have all our 3s. Okay. How about the 5 then? This 5 looking in here, these are all not 5. So 5 ends up in one of these two. That is going to point into this box. Oh, we already know the 5's down here. In the 2, 4, 5 triple, so that's okay. The 7 looks in. It doesn't really do anything. Looking in there. Oh, I didn't check the 5 vertically. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. The 7 vertically. The 7 vertically puts a 7 in one of these two. Actually, yeah, and the 5 vertically puts it in these 3. Okay. Okay, I don't see anything else to do with this 7. And then the 8s we took care of. So we've got the 3. Just check the vertical real quick. I don't see anything. Oh, did I take care of the 1 yet? I don't think so, but it doesn't do anything. So 1, 3. How about the 6? We do have 2 6s. The 6 looks in. Puts a 6 in one of these two. We already have a 6 in this row, right? That's the reason it's not here, so we don't need to follow up on that. And then the 9. We do have 2 9s. Puts a 9 in one of these two. Now, this 7 is sitting here, but we also already have a 9 in the row. I noticed this row is down to 3 digits. I think it's worth looking, especially because, okay, I can already see we need a 1, and this one sees here, and this one sees here. So we can place the 1 in the row. It's the only place for 1. And we're left with a 2 and a 5. This 2 tells us the order. That's 5, that's 2. Looks like that was resolvable right from the start. This 5 comes up giving us the 4. All right, does this 4 do anything for us? Yes, 2 4s looking down, puts a 4 in one of these two. There's 2 things we want to trigger. We want to look for 4 in this row, but also we found a hidden pair. Let's look for 4 in this row first. So we know 4 is not here, here, or here. I believe it could be any of these cells. Okay. Now, what's this hidden pair I'm talking about? Well, our corner marks, what they mean is that in this box, the 4 is limited to one of these 2 cells. So there is going to be a 4 either here or here. And the 8 is limited to one of these 2 cells. So there'll be an 8 here or here. Well, the 4 and 8 can't sit on top of each other. So we're going to need 2 cells for the 4 and the 8 to occupy. And these are the only 2 cells they can. So even if you thought other digits could go in these cells, that is no longer true. That's what hiddens do. So in this case, the hidden pair removes anything but 4 and 8 as a possibility in these 2 cells. And so the way we follow up on that is we think about what digits were actually removed, not the 1 or the 2. Like the 1 and the 2 we already knew weren't in it, right? Same with the 3. 4 could be in one of these still, but 5 was removed. So if 5 was removed, we want to look around for 5s. That might be helpful. And look, we have this 5 here looking down. And now these can't be 5 purely because of the hidden 4-8 pair. And so 5 is in one of these 3 cells, which is going to point up, making this not a 5, leaving just the 2 behind. So that's a naked 2, and then that's the 5. Cool. Getting this 2 and 5, does that help anything? We do have 2 2s, so it puts a 2 in one of these 2. This row's already done, so we don't have to check it. Okay. What else was removed? So the 6 was removed. No, it wasn't. Not the 7. It looks like the 9 was removed from these 2. This 9 looks in. All of these aren't 9, so there's a 9 in one of these 2. That is going to point up. None of these are 9. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do with that, but it doesn't look like it. We're just going to have to remember. Okay, cool. So that's it for the hidden 4-8 pair. So that came from looking at this 4, I think. Was I doing this band? No, I got this 2 and 4. I got that from that. What was I doing in this band here? I think I need to properly scan it. It's kind of weird because this row's already done, but we'll take a look. So this one looking in here puts a 1 in one of these 2. I'm not going to look at any of the digits in. I guess I should look at every digit. But 9 doesn't match up with anything. Let's just match these up. The 3s and the 6 don't. The 2 and the 1. Okay. I don't think we need to worry about verticals too much right now. Let's just look at these digits here. So the 6 is in one of these 2 cells. And then the 1 we took care of. The 4 looks in here. Actually, if we get another hidden 4-8 pair, that's kind of crazy. So I know there's a 9 corner marked here, but that doesn't matter. The 4 is in one of these 2 cells, and the 8 is in one of these 2 cells. That gives us a hidden 4-8 pair, meaning this can't actually be 9. And so we can immediately place the 9 in the box. That 9 looks into here, putting a 9 up here somewhere. And this is going to be a pair. We have 1, 2, we need 3 and we need 5, which is not resolved. But it is a 3-5 pair for the row as well. Okay, I want to look at the rest of this row. It looks like it's 1, 2, 6, 7. So the only let's see. I'm just gonna fill out 1, 2, 6, 7. They all have something that can't be at least one thing. 1, 2, 6, 7. So this can't be the 6, 7. This can't be the 2, 6. This can't be the 1, 7. And this just can't be the 1. All right, I am noticing this column has only 1, 2, 9 left. So let's fill that. That's not 1, that's not 2. And this box needs 2, 6. What did I miss? 2, 5, 6, 7. So we know the 5's up here. So this can be 2 or 5, but it can't be 6, 7. This can't be 6, so it's 2, 5, 7. I'm not seeing much more to do here. I did, let's see, what did I get? I don't think I got any digits. I just got a bunch of pairs. All right. Let's move on to this last band here. So we have the 9. We already kind of took care of that. We have the 3 and the 6. Not much to say about that. We do have 3, 6 looking down here, and 3 looking in here, 6 looking in here. Okay, the 6 looking through here is good, because the 6 is in one of these two. Now again, ignoring the 5, the 6 is in one of these two, and the 9's in one of these two. So how could there be a 5? We need to place the 6 and the 9 in this box, which does leave only this cell for 5, and then this cell has to be not the 4, the 3. All right, cool. So we got this 6, 9. That means this can't actually be 9. In fact, the rest of this column is a triple. It's going to be the 1, 1, 3, 7, I believe. This is only 3, 7. This is only 1, 7. So the 3 can only go here in the column. Very nice. This is 1, 2, 7, 9. Can't be 1 or 2, so we're down to 7, 9. In fact, this whole column needs 6, 7, 9. The 6 is up here. Okay. Not sure I get more out of that. That's quite a bit, though. I feel like we're just like on the brink of collapsing here. These two 3s do look into here. This 3 helps. It's a 3 in one of these two. I also got the 5. All right, so what am I missing? This row is down to 4 digits. We need a 1, 2, 4, 8. I don't think this sees any 1, 2, 4, 8, but the rest of these do. 1, 2, 4, 8. These both see a 1. This sees an 8, and this sees an 8. I am trying to find what to do next. There's probably a lot more low-hanging fruit here. Let's take a look. This column, we have 1, 2. We need 3, 4, 5, 7. This can't be 3. It's 4, 5, 7. This can't be 3. It's 4, 5, 7. This can be any of 3, 4, 5, 7. Not much to do with that. Any other low-hanging fruit? I took care of this stack. How about rows? Not that I see. Okay, I'm going to do a quick vertical scan to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, okay, so we have these two 1s. This one also looks in. Putting a 1 on one of these two. The 3, no. The 6s, we got the 8 and the 9. 9s are done. 8s, remember 8s are just in these rectangles. You need to worry about that. And this 9, okay. How about this vertical? We've got the 3s, the 5. Does the 5 do anything? Not that I see. Okay. We got the 7. We've got, we don't worry about 8s. Okay, and then the 3, 6. Then over here, we've already done the stack. Okay. Maybe there's something about this top band that I missed. The 8, the 3, the 8, the 3. I mean, there actually aren't all that many givens here because we got this filled row, and then the 3 8s are redundant. So, okay, I'm going to look at this box, though. We need a 1, 2, 4, 6, 9. Well, I'm noticing 4, 6, and 9 look up through here. So we actually have a hidden triple. because we need to place 4, 6, and 9 in this box, and they can't go in these two cells. So these are a hidden 4, 6, 9 triple. And that leaves behind this pair, which is 1, 2. That 1, 2 pair tells us this can't be 2, leaving behind 5, 7, 8. So does the 4, 6, 9 do anything? 4, 6, 7, 9? No. Huh. What does that get me? It removed 1 and 2 from all of these cells. Huh. 1 in this column. That's a tough spot. So because of the hidden 4, 6, 9 pair, or this naked 1, 2, however you found it, these can't be 1, these can't be 1, and this can't be 1 because that 1 there. So the 1 can only go there in the column. And now that places the 1 in this box based on our corner marks. Okay. Can I follow up more with that? Well, this box is down to 4 digits. We need a 2, 4, 5, 7. Well, these aren't 5, right? So these are 2, 4, 7. This one's not a 7. 4, 7. Huh. Might be some just more hidden singles that are hiding. 2, 4, 7? 1, 2, 4, 7. Yeah, so we have a hidden pair in this row, I think. What's missing? This is a quad, by the way, but I think it might be easier to describe it as a hidden 6, 9 pair. So we have the 6, 9 here saying 6, 9 can't be there. And then we have the 6, 9 saying not there. And then we have the 6, 9 pair here saying not there. So there's only 2 places in this row for 6, 9. So this is where 6, 9 goes. It's a hidden pair for the row instead of a box. Same deal, though. So that removes the 4 and the 7 from those cells. Does mean the 4 is in one of these two in this box, which points, removing 4 from here. Also removes 4 from here, so we can mark it as 2, 5, 7. So 4 is in one of these two. These 4s line up. Basically what we can ask is, where's the 4 in this column? And the answer is in one of these two cells. Remember when I said the 4 was limited to these two and we didn't see it? We didn't see anything from that? Well, now 4 is limited to one of these two, meaning that claims the box. So that can't be a 4, leaving in this row only one place for 4, which is exactly right here, because the 4 has to be in one of these two for this column. That 4 places the 4 in this box, leaving a 6, 9 pair behind. Nice. Cool. So this column is 2, 6, 7, 9. These can't be 6. These are 2, 7, 9. That's not a 2. Can you see if these do anything? What is this? 3, 4, 5, 7? I think it can be any of them. How about this column? We need 2, 4, 5, 8. So we know the 5 can only go here. Removing these 5s. In fact, this row is down to 2, 8. We don't need the corner mark. Wow. Okay. Lots of claiming / hidden singles and rows and columns in this puzzle today. 3, 4, 5, 7. Oh, these can't be 5 anymore. So this is 3, 4, 7. 7, 8, 4, 8. 2, 7. Huh. 5 in this box. Yeah, we have these two 5s looking in, and this 5 looks down. So the 5 ends up here, which does place the 8, which places our 4 and 8 here. The 5 also gives us the 7. I think it's 9, 2, 1, 7. 5 is placed here, so the 6, 7, 1, 9 are placed. That places the 9 and the 6 and the 2 and the 1. Get our 5, 2, 4, 7. We get our 8 and 4, 2 and 8. We've collapsed the puzzle. That's 3 and 5. That's 2 and 6. That's our 7. That's our 4. That's our 3. That's our 6. That's 9 and 7. 9 and 6. Last digit's a 2, and we're done. Wow, another intricate puzzle. We've had a few in a row. I don't mind. I like explaining and finding those techniques. And the thing I've been trying to stress, this is a perfect puzzle to demonstrate why I was stressing that so much, is finding the claiming, finding the hidden singles in rows and columns. Those can be the things that make the difference between a 10-minute solve and a 40-minute solve sometimes. So, I mean, I explained things and I still got under 20 on this, which is, I think, pretty good for this puzzle. It was a bit intricate. So, cool. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.